Welcome to the Film Club. My name is Sohail Naidu, and today we're going to unpack one character and two scenes from the film Inglourious Basterds, directed by Quentin Tarantino. The character we will be analyzing today is a brutal and uncompromising Lieutenant Aldo Raine, also known as Aldo the Apache. He acquired this nickname since he is of Apache descent and he follows a few Apache traditions, such as scalping one's enemy, which in this case are the Nazis. Aldo Raine is a well-respected leader of the military group of Jewish American soldiers known as the Basterds. Lieutenant Aldo Raine was born in Maynardville, Tennessee, and thus has a strong southern accent throughout the film, even when pretending to be an Italian stuntman. This forms a significant part of Aldo Raine's identity, namely the stereotypical American war hero. He is fearless and brave and will never keep silent, though this also means that he is brash and headstrong and he often acts without thinking about what he is about to do. This identity of the stereotypical American hero also allows for Raine's fierce sense of justice and vengeance, involving violence, brutality, and aggression. For example, he tells Sergeant Donnie Donovitz to kill a Nazi with a baseball bat, and he gives Nazis swastika-shaped scars. Though, strangely, Raine only kills one person in the whole film. He shoots Hans Lander's radio operator at the very end of the film. Another aspect of Raine's identity is his excellent experience around war. He knows various battle plans, and we can see that he has been in battle before due to the scars around his neck. A major discussion around Lieutenant Aldo Raine is whether his actions can be justified or not. It is not certain whether he is the hero or the villain. He tells the Bastards to be cruel to the Nazis, and he brutally kills the Nazis. He does this as a form of retribution for what the Nazis have done to the Jews. But, ironically, now he is the one killing and doing what the Nazis did. Now we are going to analyze our first scene, the introduction to the Bastards. In this scene, we meet Lieutenant Aldo Raine and the Bastards for the first time. Raine briefs the Bastards on their upcoming mission in France, with the goal to kill every Nazi they see. The lighting in the scene is natural lighting, and the costumes used are US military uniforms. This is to make the scene more realistic and accurate. There is no music added to the scene, which creates a serious atmosphere. The scene also has a few subtle diegetic sounds, such as birds chirping in the background, as seen here. This contributes to the realistic feel of the scene, and it immerses the viewer into the world of the film. The scene starts with a long shot and a high angle to allow all characters to fit in the same frame and to portray the setting for the scene, which is a military courtyard. The next shot is a medium close-up. This allows us to see Aldo Raine's facial expressions and his appearance, especially his scars. This gives the viewer the impression that Raine is a strict and experienced soldier. After that, the camera is shown between two of the soldiers, allowing the viewer to feel as if they are standing there themselves. Then the camera pans to follow Aldo Raine. Now we get to see what Aldo Raine is seeing from an over-the-shoulder perspective. We see the Jewish American soldiers diligently standing still while the camera follows Raine. Then there are more of the same shots until we see Sergeant Donovitz with a medium shot. We see his facial expression, which is him smiling due to what Aldo Raine said, showing that he wants to get revenge on the Nazis. The camera shots in this scene are focused on Lieutenant Aldo Raine, and the camera often moves to follow him. This shows that he is powerful and in charge in the scene. Now it is time to look at the second scene, where Lieutenant Aldo Raine gets revenge on Colonel Hans Lander. In this scene, Lander and his radio operator, Hermann, drive a truck to the American lines. They get out, and Lieutenant Aldo Raine and Utovich take over. Raine shoots the radio operator, handcuffs Lander, and carves a swastika into Lander's forehead. This scene also has natural lighting, showing how a realistic forest would look. At the end of the scene, we hear this music. This adds a triumphant feel when Raine carves Lander's head. Some sounds in the scene are also emphasized, such as the gunshot as Raine kills Hermann. As for the camera shots and angles, the scene starts with a long shot. This is to allow the viewer to understand the setting of the scene, which is in a quiet forest. The next shot is also a long shot, in which we can see all four characters and their environment. This turns into a medium shot for us to see Hermann uncuffing the Americans and Lander giving Raine all the weapons he has. The same shot continues as we see Utovich handcuffing Lander and Raine shooting Hermann. The next shot is a medium close-up of Lander. This shot is used to show Lander's frantic movements and surprised facial expressions. The camera angle is a high angle to show Lander's vulnerability in the moment. Now we see the same shot but with Raine in the frame. The camera angle is now a low angle to show that Raine has all the power. The next different shot is that of Utovich scalping Hermann. This shot is to show the details. Then the same previous shots are repeated until we see an over-the-shoulder shot from Landa where Raine leans over his shoulder and towers over him. After that, we see an extreme close-up shot showing Landa's forehead as Raine carves a swastika into his skin. The final shot is a worm's eye view from Landa's perspective, making the Americans look powerful. The main use of the camera shots and angles in this scene is to make Lieutenant Aldo look big and dominant, and to make Colonel Hans Landa look small and vulnerable. This is now the end of our film study analysis of Inglourious Basterds directed by Quentin Tarantino. I hope you enjoyed the video.
I think this just might be my masterpiece.